सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Okay. From 15th mantra. एतस्मात् जायते प्राणः एतस्मात् जायते प्राणः
एतस्माज्जायते प्राणः
मनः सर्वेन्द्रियाणि च
मनः सर्वेन्द्रियाणि च
खं वायुर्ज्योतिरापश्च
हं वायुर्ज्योतिरापश्च
पृथिवी विश्वस्य धारिणी
पृथिवी विश्वस्य धारिणी
यत्परं ब्रह्म सर्वात्मा
यत्परं ब्रह्म सर्वात्मा
विश्वस्यायतनं महत्
विश्वस्यायतनं महत्
सूक्ष्मात् सूक्ष्मतरं नित्यम्
सूक्ष्मात् सूक्ष्मतरं नित्यम्
तत्त्वमेव त्वमेव तत्
तत्त्वमेव त्वमेव तत्
जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्त्यादि प्रपञ्चं यत् प्रकाशते
जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्त्यादिप्रपञ्चं यत् प्रकाशते
तद्ब्रह्माहमिति ज्ञात्वा
तद्ब्रह्माहमिति ज्ञात्वा
सर्वबन्धैः प्रमुच्यते
सर्वबन्धैः प्रमुच्यते
त्रिषु त्रिषु धामसु यद्भोग्यम्
त्रिषु धामसु यद्भोग्यम्
भोक्ता भोगश्च यद्भवेत्
भोक्ता भोगश्च यद्भवेत्
तेभ्यो विलक्षणः साक्षी
तेभ्यो विलक्षणः साक्षी
चिन्मात्रोऽहं सदाशिवः
चिन्मात्रोऽहं सदाशिवः
मय्येव सकलं जातम्
मय्येव सकलं जातम्
मयि सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितम्
मयि सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितम्
मयि सर्वं लयं याति
मयि सर्वं लयं याति
तद्ब्रह्माद्वयमस्म्यहम्
तद्ब्रह्माद्वयमस्म्यहम्
Yeah.
धन्यवाद.
So we are studying Kaivalya Upanishad, which is probably one of the shortest Upanishads. Shorter one than this is Mandukya. So I suppose Brahmaji being the teacher, he's a busy man. So you can't expect him to teach a long text like Bhagavad Gita. So that's why maybe it is short. Then Mundaka is a little longer because Mundaka Brahma Devanam, and then after that Angir, and then Angiras, and then Shaunako Havai Mahashalaha. Angirisam Vidivad Upasarnaf Papracha. So Shaunaka approached Angiras, the third, fourth generation there. So until that time, attention span reduced a little bit, so little bit expanded. Anyway, that is just my imagination. When somebody registered for this course, he was not able to attend. He's not attending now. He told me, Guruji, my father used to chant this every day. Even today, I remember many of the shlokas of Kaivalya Upanishad. Like that, he said. Means the tradition. That is called tradition. That's called tradition. So, that's how we connect to these things. So the tradition, if you are born in a tradition like that, then it gives us a head start, shall we say. So we are looking at this. I mean, every mantra in this Upanishad is profound, loaded. That's why it's not a beginner's text. It takes a lot for granted. So here, the last time in the Nididhyasanam session on Saturday, we did this Trisudhamasu Yad Bhogyam, number 18. All these can be taken as a mantra to just be with ourselves. So here, Mayeva Sakalam Jatam, we saw this last time. In me alone, or from me alone, everything was born. Even though it says in me, Mayeva, our Maniprabha says, uh, he says, Mattaha eva. Look at that. He says, read Mayi as Mattaha. Mattaha means from me. In me, everything is born. That is also okay. But from me, everything is born, if you say. That is the actual meaning of the word Mayi. That's what he's saying. Because then again, it's consistent with all the other Vakyas also in the Shruti, Taittiriya Upanishad. Yatah pravritti, or Bhagavad Gita itself, Yatah pravrittir bhutanam yena sarvam idam tatam swakarmana tamabhyarcha. Yataha, that from which. Here, Mattaha, he says. My means Mattaha, he says. He says, Mattaha Brahma bhinnat natu anyasmat. Mattaha. Who am I? Brahma abhinnat. From me, who is not different from Brahma. Otherwise, my won't make sense. Not from this puny little body, not from that. Sarvam jatam. So, Brahma abhinnat. From me, who is not different from Brahma. And then eva. Eva means only. It's not a changing thing. That is a fact. Eva, he says, natu anyasmat, not from anything else. Like that he says. Okay, very simple. Maniprabha makes it clear. Sakalam jatam. Sakalam. Ella. Everything. Sab kuch. Sab kuch means what? Nikhilam bhuta bhautika prapancham. Bhuta bhautika prapancham. Prapancham. Karshena pancha. Panchikrita. Bhutam it is. So bhuta bhautika. Bhuta is panchabhuta. Panchabhuta is the sukshma panchabhutas are the starting point. And then from that panchikritam, grossified. That is called prapancha. What we call the universe is a grossified universe, which is visible to us, perceivable by us. Okay, so that is bhuta bhautika prapancham. Bhuta means that subtle element, and bhautika means the subtle elements which have become grossified. Bhuta bhautika prapancham, he says. And he says nikhilam, sakalam, nikhilam. Now we name our children Nikhil, like that we say. So nikhilam, which means sakalam ityartaha, means you are the whole, you are the universe. That our we give the name to our children, universe. Nikhilam. Nothing is nothing is pending. You have everything in you. It's your job to figure it out. Okay. So Nikhilam Bhuta Bhautika Prapancham Jatam. Jatam is born. Maniprabha says Utpannam. Utpanna hua. From me everything has born. Has come out of. And last time we were looking at this, we were talking about what we were talking about. This Upadana Karanam. You need a Nimitta Karanam and Upadana Karanam. You need an intelligent being called a creator if you want, Srishtikarta, and that creator needs material. These two things are required for any product. And so that Upadana Karanam is there. Creator. You see, everywhere the creation is constantly going on from a small spider onwards. Every animal, every jiva is constantly creating. What a Shakti it is. What a Shakti, Srishti Shakti it is. And so that spider also is an intelligent. Look at the birds. The birds are all very intelligent in their own way. They have that intelligent. Some of them have fine-tuned it in such a way. This bird is building a nest. I think I told you. And it builds a nest, and there is a big hole. The nest is hanging from the tree like this, like a big basket. Things you hang sometimes in the house. It's a big basket like thing. Okay, it's covered 360 degrees covered, but there's a hole you can see where you can put your keys, house keys, and all that. Like that, there is a hole. And then this bird is not using that hole at all. But you wonder what's going on. In the back of the nest, if you go, then there is another, you can't see the hole, but there is a lid like thing which goes inside. And then the bird goes inside, keeps all its eggs and all there. The snake looks around and finds a hole, and then goes into the hole, looks around like this, it goes around, nothing there. That is how this bird survives. So that intelligent being is there. Nimitta Karanam we call in Sanskrit. In Vedanta we call Nimitta Karanam. Then bird needs material for all these things. It's getting all the materials. Srishtikarta also needs materials. That material is called Upadanam. And material being a cause for the creation, product, karyam, we call it Upadana Karanam. All right. We were discussing that, and then we said, hey, Upadana Karanam in general will undergo transformation. All the dal and all the vegetables you put in this sambar or whatever, it's all going to get transformed. You can't recover it. So it's all transformed, irrecoverably transformed. Okay. Some things possibly you can recover, not in from this, but maybe salt and all that. If you mix salt, it can be extracted sometimes. That's all okay. But in general, irrecoverably transformed. And so that is called an upadana karanam, that is changing upadana karanam. And the name for that is what? Parinami upadana karanam. Parinami. जिसका परिणाम होता है उसको परिणामी कहते हैं. That which changes is called parinami. So that parinami upadana karanam. Maya is called parinami upadana karanam. Okay. Maya is upadana karanam for the jagat. So the parinami. Now the question is, what about Brahma? Brahma cannot get any material from outside because there is nothing outside Brahma. Therefore, Brahma itself is the Upadana Karanam now. Through Maya, no doubt. Okay, Upadana Karanam. And that Brahma, Maya is changing. If you say, what about Brahma? Is there any creation where the material does not undergo change? Shishtadvaiti says, yeah, Brahman also has to change. It has changed now. Now you can't recover. It is now the Brahma that you are talking about, you Advaiti, is not recoverable. It's all you. That's why Vishnu is important, and you have to hold on to Vishnu. Hey, Vishnu is important for us also. For us, we have no problem. For us, everybody is important. But Brahma, you can't say it is irrecoverable. If there is such a thing that some completely changes, then who is going to sustain? Jagat Karta is Jagat's, this Sthiti. Sthiti is lost. You can't say that. And so Sthiti has to be there, means something is coming and going, and something has to sustain all this. That sustaining entity is Brahma. And that Brahma is not Parinami Upadana Karanam. That Brahma is Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Brahma is the material cause also. You're saying Brahma is Nimitta Karanam and material also? Yes, that is what I'm saying. That is why Brahma is unique. And we call it Abhinna Nimitta Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Brahma. Okay, Abhinna. Abhinna means what? A Nimitta Karanam, which is not different from the Upadana Karanam. Like our Mundaka Upanishad herself says, Yatha Urnanabhihi Srijate Gannate cha. That's a model. Like a spider. Spider doesn't look for material outside. All the construction materials are all coming from its inside itself. Like that, he says. Just an example was given. Example is not super perfect because the spider can walk away from the creation, and then it can. You bring your weekly. You come up and you take the stick and bring all these cobwebs out. Spider says, no, that's fine. I will run away from here. I don't want to get stuck in this, and so it quickly runs away. So like that, our creator is not like Brahma can't just walk away from this creation just because you're polluting the environment. All this ozone hole and all is creating. I am going to walk away from this. This earth is now irredeemable. I want to create. I want to go to a new creation. Brahman can't say all those things, and so therefore we talked about Vivarta Upadana Karanam. And dream is a very good example that also we looked at. Dream creation is a fantastic creation. It's as good as the real world. It is a copy of the real world, in fact. Only problem, there's only one problem in this creation. One problem is I am helpless in this dream world. That's the only problem. But okay, but otherwise the dream is real. I am helpless, all right, but it's real. It's all real. And I created. I did not borrow from anybody else. That created. The material required for the creation was unborrowed. It came from me only. I am the one who pervades the whole creation. This also we saw as an example for Vivarta Upadana Karan. Okay. And so, Mai eva sakalam jatam, Mai sarvam pratishtitam. I don't know if I covered Maniprabha or not, but still I'm doing it now. Mai sarvam pratishtitam. Okay. In that same me which created the world is sustained also. Now the world has to be maintained. Okay. So Mayi. Again, Maniprabha says, Brahma abhinne Mayi. That me, which again is not different from Brahma. Don't think Brahma became something else. Vivartopadana karanam. Therefore, Brahman, I continue to remain Brahman. Okay. Brahma abhinne Mayi. In that me, which is not different from Brahma. Okay. And then Sarvam Pratishtitam. Sarvam. Here, let's see what he says. Again, Nikhilam Vishwam, he says. Nikhilam Vishwam. So the entire universe, without leaving anything out. Nikhilam Vishwam Sarvam Pratishtitam Prakarshena Stitam Praptam. He literally gives the etymology. Prakarshena Stitam means it is sustained without any problem. It is not unstable. It is not crying, saying, "Oh, I can't stay. I can't do the tree." Tree says, "No, don't go away." There is no fight. There is no conflict. Nothing. Prakarshena Stitam. Everything is as they should be. Okay, well supported. Okay, and so as though supported. Okay, everything is Brahma, really speaking, but as though supported. Okay, now the mind goes somewhere. It goes to all this. Sarva Bhuta Stitam Yomam. Okay, Bhagavad Gita. Matstani Sarva Bhutani.
Chapter
Achaham
9.
Deshvavastitaha. Correct. All these things are
कृत्स्न
there.
में कंठम सतो जगत
Ah,
10th one.
Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakthamurtina matstani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha.
Nine
Okay,
four.
that may be ninth, I think. Okay. So we have all these mantras. We have to look at it. This is the opportunity for us to review those mantras. Because those are important mantras. They're taken from the Upanishad. Krishna has just taken it from the Upanishad. For example, 6th chapter, like what he just said. Sarva bhutastam atmanam sarva bhutani cha atmani. So if you want to make a note, 6.29, 629. Sarva bhutastam atmanam sarva bhutani cha atmani. Ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshanaha. Like that it comes. Okay. Sarva bhutastam atma. Sarva bhutasta atma. That is the subject there. That Atma which is there in every being. Okay. And Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani. And that Atma in which everything is there. Two things are said. A Atma is there in every being and every being is there in Atma. Okay. In Laukika Vyavaharam, we never say like this. There is no opportunity for us to make a statement like this. Okay. All tenants are there in the house. Means we are all living in a house. Nobody says the house is living in the tenants. Not possible. Either there is a container and then people are there. There is a place and then some things are there in that. That's all. The reverse is not possible. Vice versa is not possible. Not possible. Okay. But here he is saying vice versa. Not only Atma is there in every being. So first point is that you might end up thinking Atma is situated somewhere in the body. That is what I might be thinking. It's a small, very ultra small particle it is. Okay. So Krishna is worried I might think like that. Instead of saying Atma is not a particle, not a small entity. Okay. He's saying Sarva Bhutasam. Not Atma is not there in just your body. Atma is there in her body, his body, its body, that body, mosquito body, everywhere Atma is there. What about all the inanimate things, which is the majority of the world is inanimate? What about all that? There also, Sarva Bhutasam Atmanam also. Every planet it is there, air also it is there, interstellar, intergalactic space also it is there, outer galactic space also it is there. Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam. Look at that. Then there is also a doubt that this body is Atma, body itself is Atma. Okay, we have to think about it. If Atma is everywhere, then body is also Atma only. I am, or Atma is the body. Atma is the body. Then just to make sure you understand, there is Satyam and Mithya. Body is Atma, but Atma is not the body. This we have to understand. Exactly like clay and pot. Exactly like this. And so clay is, pot is clay, all right, but clay is not pot. Clay cannot be pot. Clay is potless, in fact. Clay is utterly nothing to do with the pot. My goodness, nothing to do also. You only call it pot and all. Clay is clay, that's all. Thankfully, clay is clay, so that clay can be fashioned into anything else. Likewise, Atma is body, you can't say. Body is Atma, okay. Body is pervaded by Atma, body is therefore Atma. Because body can't be anything else. Okay. And so, Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani. Not only Atma is there in every being. Sarva Bhutastam Atma. Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani. All beings are in Atma. Or in me. Here, my, there in me. In Atma. In Bhagavad Gita. If you say that A is in B, B is in A, if you say, then there is only one possibility left. A and B are not, B is not different from A. That is the only possibility. That is Krishna's way of telling us in that 6th chapter, 29th shloka. Then, Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvata Samadarshanaha. Ikshate, one who looks at Atma in this manner, one who understands Atma in this manner. Ikshate means one who sees, understands. That person is a Yoga Yuktatma. Yoga Yuktatma. So there, Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga being the topics. Karma Yoga. If the mind is ripened by Karma Yoga, ready like a sponge, ready to absorb this fact. Karma Yoga. Because Prasada Buddhi, Ishwararpana Buddhi, all that was important. Therefore, Yoga Yuktatma. Then Sarvatra Samadarshanaha. It was said there, 629. Sarvatra Samadarshana. That is why all this Samadarshanam comes. Shunicha Iva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Like that we saw another shloka. Okay. Brahmane.
Fifth chapter. Fifth chapter.
Correct. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Kavihastini Shunicha Iva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha or Samadarshana. That's it. Mayi Vasakalam Jatam Mayi Sarvam Pratishtitam. That is why Shunichaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. That's why it's possible. Otherwise, it is not some equality and no discrimination. That is different. That is all Laukika. All people are identical, equal, and all that. That's okay. That comes from here. What sustains that all people have equal rights and all that fundamental rights apply to everybody and all? Where does it come from? It is sustained by Vedanta. Otherwise, it's all iffy. It's all iffy. That is why in some places they believe it, some places they don't believe all this. Some religions itself don't believe all this. All this equality business and all, you keep it to yourself, okay? We don't believe in all. Women are different, okay? They are like furniture to be used. This is what one religion says. All this equality and all, democracy and all is all, you leave it. We are out to get all of you. Okay. That is what one religion says, popular big religion says. So, Samadarshinaha, for us, Dharma comes from Vedanta, from Advaita. And then Dharma becomes real for us. Real means it is Ishvara. For us, it is Ishvara. And so, that was said. And see, we have to dwell on this shloka. I don't want to just say, I'm not comfortable. Just what a beautiful mantra here. And we've already studied Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, and so forth. Some of you who are new, and so I'm repeating this to be a benefit for the people who are new. I mean, many of you who are new students to this class have studied a lot also. I see many of you registered. I've studied this Upanishad, that Upanishad from this Swamiji, that Swamiji, Ramakrishna Mission. I've been studying for so many years, but I did not formally study. That's why I want to register for the course. Like that they say. So I've been exposed. Somehow I got exposed to all these things, but now I feel like I can sit in a class and formally study something like that. So that's good. That shows adhikaritvam is there. Sarva bhutani cha atmani. Same. I'm still in that same shloka. 629. I'm not moved out of that. Okay. Sarva bhutani cha atmani. So sthiti. All beings are in me. Atmani. There he doesn't say my. In Atma, all beings are there. Like the dream. Like the dream. All beings in the dream are in me only. I am sustaining every anu of the dream world. I am the sustainer. Sarva bhutani cha atmani. And then what happens? Mayi sarvam layam yati. I am going to bring in this current sutra also. Mayi sarvam layam yati. Everything settles down in me. Everything resolves in me. When everything is gone, the entire universe is gone, the dream universe is gone, then it is not really gone. It settles down in me. Layam yati. That is called laya. That is the daily laya. Nitya laya it is called. Nitya laya. Okay. You can even say nitya pralaya. That is also fine. Nitya pralayam also is fine. Daily this happens. Daily. Now what about some days I don't dream? If you say, okay, you are blessed if you don't dream some days, then let it be like that. But on the days you dream, okay, it is there. Okay. Now, then pralaya. Just not Nitya Pralaya, but Pralaya that they talk about in Puranas. Pralaya. All of us got introduced to Pralaya. And in the Amarchitra Katha and all, how do you show Pralaya in a picture? Nothing they have to show. So there's nothing is there. So it's all, everything is gone. I don't know how this Pai, Anant Pai showed all this thing. I don't remember the language, but it's all gone. Nothing is there. For many years, there was nothing to see, do. There's no being at all. So everything's unmanifest. Correct? That is called pralaya. Pralaya. Same thing like the pralaya of the dream world. Same thing. There, except that there is no sthula shariram at all. There is no being at all. Sthula shariram itself is not there. Here it is just a part of it. Sthula shariram is there here. Sthula shariram did not disappear during my dream world. It is dead for all practical purposes. It is about to wake up in a few hours. Okay. But so that there it is pralaya, cosmic, mahapralaya. Mahapralaya can't disappear after some time, it comes up. All right, mahapralaya. And then third type of pralaya is there. Okay. First pralaya, what did I say? It is the nitya pralaya, the dream. Second pralaya is pralaya or mahapralaya. That is the pralaya that is talked about in the comic strips. Okay, and that is the resolution of the creation. This cycle of creation that is going on, Brahmaji's creation, and there is a time when Brahmaji himself has to go to sleep. At that pralaya is called Mahapralaya. Then there is another pralaya. It is called Atyanta Pralaya. Atyanta Pralaya. My God. This is what? What are you talking about? Anything else? Besides these two, what all pralaya is there? There is a pralaya. It is the pralaya which describes the status of a jnani. Without changing anything, nothing has to disappear. But the minute I know, Ikshate Sarva Bhutatma Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Okay, Yoga Yuktatma Ikshate. Same sloka. Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. That is called Atyanta Pralayaha. Means what? The minute you see rope, you can't see snake. You can't see snake. I can give you any amount of money. Here is a crore, 1 crore rupees. Please see a snake. You can't see. Why you can't see? Because it is rope. What can I do? That is called Atyanta Pralaya. The entire world is resolved. Resolved into Brahman. Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshana. That's why we say Brahmajnani, Brahmadarshi, all these words we use. Brahmadarshi means that's it. Only Brahman is there. Whether there is a real pralaya, physically things are changing or not, let it change. Physical things have to change only. Let it change. But for me, there is nothing else. I am the only one. I fill up the whole universe. I am Purushaha. I am Purushaha. Previously, I was Purushaha. What was I? Pura Ushati Ti Purushaha. I am the one who is indwelling this body, Pura, this city, 9-gated city, Navadware Pure Dehi. Previously, I was that Purusha, all right. Now what happened? Sarvam Purayati Ti Purushaha. I am the one who is filling up Sarvam. Sarvam is Jagat. Same Purusha, but Purushaha, Purushaha. Swamiji, Puja Swamiji will say, you want a Mahavakyam? I'll give you a Mahavakyam. Purushaha, Purushaha. That is Mahavakyam. Atma is Brahma. Atma, one who is there in this body. Atma is what? Sarvam Purayati. That which is filling up the entire universe is Brahma. Brahma is Atma. That's a Mahavakyam. And that is called Atyanta Pralaya. Therefore, for a Jnani, what do we call it? Atyanta Pralaya. After that, everything is just Vyavaharikam. We have to deal with situations. And Paramarthikam is understood. Therefore, Vyavaharikam is understood as Vyavaharikam, not Paramarthikam. Previously, I mistook everything as Paramarthikam. Absolutely real. I am a victim. And because I am a victim of this universe, I have to go run towards God. God help me. Hey Bhagavan. And so that is what my status was. Paramarthanandaji says, this me, this world and God. So this the tripartite division is there. It's real, absolutely real. Then Shastram says, yeah, I'll tell you what is absolute reality. Okay, Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam, Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani, Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma. I'll teach you that. Then Sarvata Samadarshanaha. There is no longer this kind of, these divisions are all as though divisions. Correct? As though. As though. Exactly like if you go to a jewelry store, as though gold is divided. As though gold is divided into so many ornaments. Gold can't be divided, really speaking. Okay. So that's they're taking this opportunity to recall some of the things we studied there. Like that 631 also. Sloka number 31 is also same, similar. Sarva Bhutastitam Yomam 6.31. Okay. Bhajat Ekatvam Astitaha Sarvata Vartamanopi Sayogi Mai Vartate. Again, similar. The one who gains that vision, having gained that oneness, right? And then Bhajati Ekatvam Astitaha. Abiding in me. Abiding in all beings. The yogi abides in me, sarvatha vartamanopi, despite doing so many different things. Things are happening, things are not happening. Doesn't matter. Despite all these changes, that person is abiding in me. Okay, mayi vartate, he says. Abiding in me means what? Maniprabha. Mayi means what? Brahma bhinne mayi. I am that mayi, that me which is not different from Brahma. Okay, that's what Krishna is saying there. Kshetrajnanchapi mam vidhi. One more shloka is coming. 13.3. If you want to note down. Kshetrajnanchapi mam vidhi. Sarva kshetreshu bharata. Kshetrajnayo jnanam. Yat tadjnanam matam mama. How do I appreciate this Atma? Hey, Kshetrajnaha. Who is looking at this world? The world is looking at you, or you're looking at the world. Hey, I'm experiencing the world. I know the world. Yeah, you are the Kshetrajnaha. Everything else is Kshetram. Sarva Kshetreshu Kshetrajnan chapi mam vidhi. Sarva Kshetreshu. I am not just in this body. Hey, I am there in every body. Every body. That is same Atma only. Don't think it is a different Atma. Okay, the Jiva has a different history. That Jiva has a different history. My Jiva, different history. All that is different. Your future also is going to be different. Still, Sarva Kshetreshu, He Bharata, Kshetrajnan chapi mam vidhi. The knower of the field. The field is there. Field means Jagat, including the body. I am the knower. I am the conscious being. Just aware of everything in this universe. There are limitations of eyes and all that. Okay, that limitations are there. But I am the awarer. I am the conscious being. Without me, the world is as good as non-existent. As good as non-existent. Nobody is there to appreciate this world. Nobody is there to study this world. Nobody is there to write a shastram about this world. So that me is required. But even though I fill up the entire world, still I am not the world. The world is me, all right, but I am not the world. The world is mithya. World is an object. Then how do I differentiate subject and object? Yeah, this is the way to differentiate. Subject is satyam. The world is mithya. Ornament is mithya. Gold is satyam. Ornament will change, keeps on changing. Pralayam will happen after some time. Constantly change. Constantly change. Ornament. Gold does not change. I am that Kshetrajna gold. Okay. So, now we can note another 9.4. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakthamurtina matsthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha. Maya. So, Maya. Different. In Sanskrit, people know these things. So, Mayi means in me. Maya means by me. By me. By me, what happened? Tatam idam sarvam. Maya idam sarvam. This word sarvam means universe, obviously. Idam sarvam. This sarvam. This universe. Tatam. Tatam, Shankaracharya says vyaptam. Vyaptam means pervaded. Maya. By this world is pervaded by me. Maya tatamidam sarvam. Jagat. Sarvam jagat. Avyakta murtina. Avyakta murtina. Hey, I am pervading it. But don't forget Maya. I am pervading. And of course, Maya is there. Because don't attribute any action to me. Brahman doesn't have any intentions, no agenda, nothing. And Maya also, really speaking, does not have any agenda. But Maya has to be there because the karma has to be unfolded. Karma is unfolding. Why should Ishvara create? Why should God create? Was he getting bored or what? To do something, keep on doing something. WhatsApp is there, you have to keep on doing something. Otherwise, how can you simply sit? Ting. If you decide to simply sit, then that guy reminds you. Ting. You have to do something. Now, what are you going to sit and you're not going to ignore that phone or what? No, you're not going to. So God also. God also is must be a restless cat because he created the world, not an ordinary thing. Hey, look, God did not create for his sake. God did not create for somebody else's sake also. God created because creation must happen. Because karma, this is anadi. There is no starting point. Starting point is there means you will have all these questions. There is no starting point at all. It's constant. Anadi. So the jiva also is anadi. Therefore, jiva is anadi means jiva is constantly creating more and more karma. What can God do? The karma has to fructify. Karma palam. Karma palam has to be exhausted. And so another srishti has to be there. And God has no freedom in creating this srishti also. Why? Because my karma palam I have to exhaust in the proper way. Whatever karma palam I have, punyam extra punyam means that extra punyam how it should be exhausted. That kind of body I need. If I have papam behind me, then that papam how it should be exhausted. That kind of body only he has to give. He has no choice there also. So Maya tatamidam sarvam jagad avyakta murtina. That is that karma pala dhata. Maya helps me do all these things. Neither Maya has any choice, nor I, the Nimitta Karanam Brahma also doesn't have any choice. Jagad avyakta murtina. Matstani sarva bhutani. He said there. Sarva bhutani mai sthitani. Mai, that mastani there we should say within brackets, mai sthitani. That is the samasa there. Mai sthitani. Mayeva sakalam jatam. Mai sarvam pratishtitam. That is the meaning there. Matstani sarva bhutani. That is exactly ditto.
There's one more shloka from 9.10, Guruji. It says, Maya Dhyakshena Prakritihi Suyate Sacharacharam Hetuna Nena Kaunteya Jagat Viparivartate.
Correct. Another one is coming. All related only. All related. Okay. So here, coming back to this shloka, Maya Dhakshena. So there he said, Maya Dhakshena. In my supervision, everything happens. As though supervising. What is there to supervise here? Please tell me. This pot is there. Suddenly it slipped from my hands. Where will the pot go? It can't go up like that. That is called supervision. As though supervision. As though supervising. It's only falling down. If I slip, it won't go up. Hey, why doesn't it go up slightly, reminding me that it is falling down? And so I can hold it now. It should be like that. That'll be nice, right? Little bit it will go up and then come down. So it gives me a fraction of a second to become alert. No, that won't work. It will go down only. It will go down. Why? That is the name. That is the law we have studied as gravitation. Ishvara's mind. One small fraction of Ishvara's mind we pick up. We call it physics, and within that a small fraction, it's called gravitation. And that gravitation, Ishvara manifesting. So Maya Adhyakshena. It's like saying God is making sure all laws are working properly. God only makes all this happen. Like that we learn like that as children. Then we appreciate. God is making the flower blossom in those plants. Shows that there is some entity, conscious entity. That appreciation must be there. All this nature, and all those arguments won't fly. Let nature be whatever it is. Why bring in God? It's a very interesting argument. Hey, that argument is good actually speaking. Why bring in some person out there, sitting out there? We are not bringing some person sitting out there. That is not our idea of God. Correct. What you are saying is right. Why bring in God when nature is fine? You just enjoy life and move on. Yeah, we are not bringing some third party here. It is not third party. It is going to become first person shortly. Okay, it is second person, you, but you is going to be I, first person. You are talking about third party, third person. Third person doesn't exist. So good, a different way of looking at religions. Interesting. So Matstani Sarva Bhutani. All beings are in me. Okay. Nachaham Teshu Avastitaha. Suddenly you say, no, but I am not in every being. Everything is in me, but I am not in everything. Look at that. How to teach this? That is why tradition is so important. How to teach that Brahma, which is everything. The snake is on me. Rope says the snake is on me. But the rope says, semicolon, but I am not in the snake. Wait a minute, what are you saying? What are you saying? Yeah, that is how it is. If I say I am in the snake, then the snake becomes real for you. Hey, really speaking, there is no snake. You are the one who is pushing me into a corner, then saying there is a snake, please help me and all. I said, okay. So don't worry, I am there in the snake. But really speaking, if you keep pushing me, I'll be forced to tell you there is no snake at all. And therefore, nachaham teshu avastitaha. I'm not really in them. Because that if I say I'm in them, then I'm giving reality to them. Then it becomes adhara adheya bhava. Then it is like saying something else is, some pen is there in the pot like this. Pen is there in the pot. I am there in all beings. And I am here like this. That means what? Pot is as real as me, as the pen. No. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like the adhara adheya bhava is not there at all. It is like the pot. Clay can say, every clay object is in me. Means what? I'm the one. I'm the one who is sustaining all these objects. I'm the one. But I'm not in any of the objects. My God, I thought clay is there in all clay objects. Now you are telling me clay is telling I am not there in all these objects. Very confusing it is. Yeah, it's confusing means what? I am not there in all objects means it is not like the pen that can say I am there in the pot. It is not like that. Then pot supports. If I say I am there in all objects, that means what? All objects are supporting me. Like if pen says I am in the pot, then who is the supporter? Pot or pen? Pot becomes a supporter. So if I say I am there in all beings, then all beings are supporting me. That will be the implication. That's why he says, Nachaham teshu avastitaha. I am in everything, but they are not. Everything is in me is better. I support everything, but I am not in them. And another thing is that if I am supporting everybody, then that's massive, And already I am supporting my family. That itself is a big burden for me. Okay, and this one family itself is samsara. And how all this Vishnu and all supporting so many entire universe and all, it's amazing thing. One family support itself, I'm not able to manage. Okay, Bhagavan is supporting so many things. All families he's supporting. This planet also taken care of. All planets, he is the one. Same Bhagavan is supporting. That means it must be a huge task for Bhagavan. Massive task it must be. Okay. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. That is why next shloka, 9.5, Nacha Matstani Bhutani. Matstani Bhutani, previous line. Next line, he changes what he says. Nacha Matstani Bhutani. No, 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 all beings are not in me. Means what? Hey, it is not like the way you are thinking. It is Satyam Mithya relationship. It is not Mithya Mithya relationship. It is like the rope, a snake being sustained by the rope. There's an asto. There's an asto sustenance. And so it doesn't weigh me down. It can't weigh me down at all. Mithya cannot weigh down Satyam. Pot cannot weigh clay. Pot cannot be a burden for clay. That is what he's saying. Pot cannot be a burden. Pot itself is not there, really speaking. Where is the question of pot being a burden for clay? Everything is clay, really. Asti bhati priyam rupam namachet tyamsa panchakam. Shankaracharya says in Drik Drishya Viveka. Asti bhati priyam rupam. Sat chit ananda. He is using the word asti bhati and priyam. Asti bhati priyam. Then rupam namachet amsha panchakam. Rupam. A maximum you can attribute rupam, form, to pot. Rup, nama and rupam. That's all. That's what he says. Asti bhati priyam rupam. Nama chetyamsha panchakam. Adyatrayam Brahma rupam. Asti bhati and priyam belongs to Brahma. The clay. It belongs to Brahma. Asti bhati priyam. Sat chit ananda. Satyam jnanam anantam. It belongs to Brahma. Existence, consciousness, ananta, ananda, it belongs to Brahma. Then what? Jagadrupam tatodvayam. The two more words I said, nama and rupa. I said 5 words. Asti, bhati, priyam, nama, rupam. Asti, bhati, priyam, rupam, nama. 5 I told you. The last 2, rupam and nama, belongs to pot. Pot maximum, name and form. Maximum. Astitvam doesn't belong to pot. Existence doesn't belong to pot, even though I say pot exists. That existence does not belong to pot, it belongs to clay. That is what Shankaracharya is saying there. Astibhati priyam rupam nama chetyamsha panchakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagadrupam tatodvayam. You can request Ramuji to present it in the WhatsApp group. Because I'm saying it and you may not have time to write it down and all. So, nacha mastani bhutani pashyame yogam aishwaram. This is yoga. He says, he's giving another definition of yoga. Mama, pashyame yogam. Look at me, the magic. My aishwaram yogam. This is me. This is me. If you understand me, you have understood yourself. Because you and me are not different. Hanuman was asked, who are you? Deha drishtya tad dasoham, he says. He tells Rama, Deha drishtya. If I look at myself as my body, then I am your dasaha. I am your sevak. I am your bhaktaha. Deha drishtya dasoham. Jiva drishtya twadamshaha. Jiva drishtya twadamshaha. If I look at myself as a jiva, then I am a part of you. A part of you because you are the whole. Therefore, and I'm a jiva. So I'm a part of you. You are alive and I'm alive. So I'm a part. Like a spark. Spark comes from the fire. And so I'm a part of you. Jiva drishtya tvad amshakaha. Okay. Atma drishtya swamevaham. If I look at myself as Atma, swamevaham, I am you. Iti me nischita matihi. This is my well ascertained view. That is what Hanuman is telling. Hanuman is a jnani. So it depends on what my vision is. I look at myself as a body, I'm transacting. And I am a bhakta. That's what he's saying. If I am a jiva, then I am a part of you. Vishishtadvaita. Advaita. Atmadrishtya. Tvamevaham. Tvameva tat. Kaivalya. So, this is a good opportunity to recall all these things.
All the three, no, Guruji. Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, Advaita. Hanuman's.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Dvaita. Dasoham Dvaita. Very important. Very important. Dasa. We also should be dasas. Okay. It's not like we are different now. We are all very different league. We are all Ishvara, No, not like that. We are also dasas only. But use the dasatvam to ask Bhagavan, tell me more. Dasatvam cannot be absolute. I want to be your dasa so that you will tell me your real truth. Tell me. I don't want to be a permanent dasa. Not possible. Dvaita can't be absolutely real. Tell me that which is absolutely real. So, Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, Advaita. If you
Guruji,
if you go and talk like this in the public, you will get stones. Please don't do this. I'm not. This is just between you and me. Okay. Yeah. Tell me, Anirudh.
sorry, Guruji, sorry to interrupt. Asti Bhati Priyam Brahma. So then, in that same Rupa and Nama, then we say is the Jiva's domain. That is the Brahma and Jiva. If you look at it from that, you said pot. I'm just wanting to make it more general.
Yeah. More general means every object that you perceive.
Yes.
Every object you perceive is
Correct.
Nama Rupa.
Correct.
Nama Rupameva.
Right.
Nama Rupameva.
So
Jiva and Paramatma are two different standpoints. When I look at Atma as being enclosed in this body, I call that Atma as a Jiva. I give a name
Jiva.
to that Atma, Jiva.
Correct.
When I look at Atma as that which is all sustaining, all powerful, then I call that Atma as Paramatma.
Correct.
Same Atma it is.
Okay.
So that's the way to look at it. So here, coming back to this mantra, even if you look at science, this is very interesting. When we were children, we studied subjects. Physics was one of the subjects. And we were told there are three states. All material, they are in three states. What are the three states? Solid, liquid, and gas. This is there. In our head, it is always there. Solid, liquid, and gas. Three states. What is solid? Hey, solid is, this is solid. Anything that has a definite shape and it's called solid. There must be a formal definition of solid. I don't know what it is, but something like this which has a form and shape which doesn't change is called solid. What about liquid? Liquid is that which flows and which is visible. I'm just giving my own definition, which is visible and it flows like water. That is this one, liquid. Then what about gas? Gas, oh my God, gas is different. You can't see. Or you may be able to see. If you see, it's called vapor, but otherwise it's gas. And then you like everything that's out here. So much air is there, but you can't see anything. That is called gas. This is what we were taught. And then we learnt it very well. But then, you ask a scientist how true the statement is. Is there a line that divides, that separates the solid from the liquid and liquid from the gas? Is there something that? No. Ice is there, water is there, water vapor is there. Okay, it's all same water only. When do you call something solid? When do you call something liquid? When do you call something gas? Some artificial line you saw. You have to draw. Okay, ice, solid. Wait. It's melting now. Wait. What wait? You tell me. No, wait. I'll tell you. I don't wait. It is melting. Okay, I can't wait for. Then okay, it's semi-solid. Semi-solid? You didn't teach me what semi-solid. You thought I thought you told me only solid, liquid, gas. Now you're telling semi-solid? Ah, that is what it is. It's semi-solid, liquidy, mostly liquid. Now it's liquid. Ah, so there is no hard and fast rule about solid. And in fact, any quantum physicist will tell you what you say is solid is really full of space, empty space. Lot of empty space is there. The entire universe, they say, if you remove all the empty space, it will be some kind of a table tennis ball. That's it. This is the size of the universe. If you put all the electrons, protons, and neutrons together, this is all the size it. That's what they say. What about the remaining? Remaining is just not even gas. It is empty, the vacuum. Not even gas. That's how mind-boggling it is. So the solid, you say, yeah, if it hits you, it will hurt you. You have to go to the hospital, all right. Okay, we're not denying that. But it's all gas. It's all empty space. That same empty space I'm calling solid. Then empty space I'm calling liquid. Empty space I'm calling gas. This is Maya. This is Maya. Okay. It's all empty space. But still there is some vyavahara. Solid, liquid, gas is there. Okay, it's useful for our transaction. It's all empty space where nothing exists. What reality are you talking about? Where is the reality of all these things? It's all appearance. We worship thing. For us, everything is Ishvara. Why? Because existence. Existence is Ishvara for us. And therefore, we respect everything. Everything has a use. Everything has a place. But don't take it literally. Solid is not really what you think solid is. Liquid is not really what you think liquid is. Gas is not what you think gas is. Okay. Nothing. Everything is an appearance. The entire, that's why it's all called classical physics. Classical physics means it has limitations. It's all good. You can study whatever you studied is good. Speed is equal to distance by time and all. We did all these formulas. Oh, good. All that works. But finally, if you get into the reality, it will be mind-boggling. Even science will tell you this. Okay. And so, that is what we are talking here. Mai eva sakalam jatam. Mai sarvam pratishtitam. Mai sarvam layam yati. Tad Brahmadvayam asmyaham. That Brahma, which is Advayam. Advayam, non-dual. That is why Maniprabha keeps saying Brahma Bhinnam, Mai Brahma Bhinnam. Because Advayam, it is not Brahma and Atma, two different things. Initially, I need God to protect me, all right, because Deha Drishti is there. Then later on, I must be able to smile at Ishvara. Yeah, protect me. My karma is there. But now I am not threatened by what happens to me. My body, nothing can happen to Atma. Body, whatever happens, let it happen. Give me prasada buddhi and just allow me to take whatever comes. This is the greatest gift you can give me. And this vision will make that gift a reality. So let's see if we can translate this shloka. In me alone is everything born. In me alone is everything born. Which means from me alone everything is born. This is a literal translation. In me alone is everything born. Semicolon. In me alone does everything exist. Semicolon. In me does everything resolve? In me, does everything resolve? Full stop. That non-dual Brahman I am. That non-dual Brahman I am. Okay. Once again, in me alone is everything born, or everything is born. Semicolon. In me alone does everything exist. In me does everything resolve. Full stop. That non-dual Brahman I am. आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदाम् अभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ